Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is my honor and my privilege to introduce to you now to our main host for this afternoon, Mrs. Lovelyn Sabio and Captain Ramel Panagiton.
Thank you, Sir Jeff.
Thank you, sir.
Good afternoon, beloved parents. Students, would you mind to give a big round of applause to all your parents and guardians here? This is your moment and also your parents' moment. Dear students, distinguished guests, and by the way, good afternoon as well to our visitors outside this hall who cannot attend inside with us now. Administrative staff and members of the faculty.
Welcome to the 38th Certification and Recognition Exercises with the theme Overcoming Adversities, Building Strength and Resilience, Sustaining Excellence Amidst Pandemic.
This afternoon marks another milestone in the history of St. STMTCC colleges as it once again opened its curtain doors to our new batch of graduates, ready to face the world of endless possibilities.
Yes, ma'am, that's correct. St. STMTCC colleges, now in its 30th year, with its vision, mission, and goals, had been getting stronger with the change of time into opening doors of endless possibilities, and therefore had produced graduates equipped with both knowledge and skills, ready to embark in the world of work.
Without much further ado, let us again welcome our graduates of batch 2021-2022.
Bachelor of Science in Marine Transportation 3-1, together with their advisor, Captain Pablo D. Vizcaya.
Bachelor of Science in Marine Transportation 3-2, with their advisor, Captain Ramir M. Panagiton. Please stand.
Bachelor of Science in Marine Transportation 3-2, together with our advisor, 3-3, Second Mate Frank Capasiete, MMM.
Bachelor of Science in Marine Transportation 3-4, with advisor, Mr. Edmundo P. Pama.
Bachelor of Science in Marine Transportation 3-5, together with our advisor, Chief Mate Ortiz Jose Siba.
Bachelor of Science in Marine Transportation 3-6, with their advisor, Captain Pablo D. Vizcaya.
Bachelor of Science in Marine Engineering 3-1, together with our advisor, Chief Engineer Eugenio Satokia.
Bachelor of Science in Marine Engineering 3-2 with their advisor, 3rd Engineer Gerald G. Samson.
We have the 2-year cruise line services 2-1, together with our advisor, Mrs. Imelda J. Hamindang.
And lastly, the 2-year hotel and restaurant services 2-1 with their advisor, Mrs. Joanne Marie P. Turita. And also, we would like to welcome the presence of the members of the administrative staff. Please give them a round of applause. Faculty members, the registrar, Dean Academic and Administrative Department heads, Academic Coordinator, Engineer Gina Marie G. Prudente. Please come on the stage, ma'am, as I call your name. Director of Libraries, Library Head, and Lead IQA, Mrs. Annie F. Gallon, RL, MLIS. Dean, College of Maritime Education Programs, Chief Mate Catalino E. Santacera, MMM. Sir? Office Manager, in charge loans and schedules, Madeline O. Paul, MSME, MCAM. Head of the BSMT Department, Captain Pablo D. Discaya. Head, BS Maria Department, Chief Engineer Edwin C. Tolosa. Training Director, Captain Virgilio F. Nito. OIC, Assistant Dean, Business Ed Department, Mrs. Imelda J. Hamindang. On board Training Officer, Chief Mate Ronald S. Kubin. Research and Development Coordinator, Mrs. Mylene S. Hetinga. HRD Officer in Charge, Charmaine T. Tuong, RPM. Assistant Registrar 2, Miss Ivy Marie A. Saladan. Assistant Registrar 1 for Training Center, Miss Marites J. Malcuba. OIC Accounting in Charge, Miss J. T. Tapara. Acting Plant and Facilities Head, Mrs. Alma S. Tomano. Acting OSS Head, Miss Janine K. Marie A. Mundia. High School Principal, Midania T. Malagsik, PhD. Outreach and Extension Coordinator, Mrs. Jolisa D. Anniversary. And our NSTP Coordinator, Mr. Jeffrey L. Ledesma. We would like also to welcome the humble presence of our Vice President in charge of Administration, Mrs. Mary Margaret Rose Sarabia Arcenas, MBA, and our Vice President in charge of Academics,
Once again, we welcome you all to this 30th Certification and Recognition Exercises. To formally open this program, may we request everyone to please stand for the singing of the Philippine National Anthem.
You may now take your seats. Education is our most critical tool for increasing economic opportunity and social mobility. All students deserve the opportunity not only to finish high school, but also to achieve their aspirations. It is indeed that in this context, that our theme for this year's certification and recognition exercises is all about, and where St. Therese MTC colleges had played its major role to produce globally competitive graduates at par with excellence. This is the continuous quest of St. Therese MTC colleges all throughout the years of existence, overcoming adversities, building strength and resilience, sustaining excellence amidst pandemic.
That's right, ma'am. And now, we shall listen to the woman who made stronger the lives of our many candidates, those bringing them forward to their successful application of their different career path. A woman who continuously made and maintained St. Therese MTC colleges, the first and the only maritime institution in Western Visayas with a state-of-the-art BS MARE laboratory, equipment, and engine room simulator. A fully air-conditioned internet station, automated library system, and training bridge for practical skills-based navigation, simulator-aided education and training, Wi-Fi zones, and psychological testing center. A woman who once made and continued a vision of providing excellent education, and now that vision is not just a reality, but an inspiration to many. Because St. Therese colleges, on its 30th year, is now on the forefront of the maritime industry, able to produce graduates at par with excellence.
Ladies and gentlemen, in behalf of our college president, let us all welcome our Vice President, Mr. John Frederick Sarabia, to give the college address. Please give him a round of applause.
Please take your seats. Good afternoon, everyone. The college president is feeling under the weather, and she asked me to deliver her state of college address to you all, if you will allow me. Members of the Board of Trustees, John Frederick S. Sarabia, Board Member, Tigbauan Site Representative, and Vice President in charge of Academics. Mary Margaret Rose S. Arsenas, Board Member, La Fiesta Site Representative, and Vice President in charge of Administration. Mr. Jomar P. Masacote, Career Development and Recruitment Manager, Marlo Navigation Philippines, Inc. Chief Mate Ray Langrio, Magdalo Site Representative. Administrative officers and staff, department heads, members of the faculty, parents, members of the graduating class, guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon, everyone. Allow me to start with a quote from Lucius Annaeus Seneca, which says, "A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials." I say this because despite the threat of the pandemic, the online classes and the intermittent connectivity in the localities of the graduating class, they were able to pass their courses and finish their academic requirements. This batch truly had a lot of challenges to face, but they did it. They passed with flying colors. They have undergone trials, they have surpassed it, and they have succeeded. As a matter of fact, prior to these commencement exercises, we have had 2 virtual graduations, moving up, and recognition ceremonies. This graduation batch, however, is coming out from the pandemic with a bang by conducting their commencement exercises in no less than the Iloilo Convention Center. Congratulations to the graduating batch 2021 to 2022. Let us give them a big round of applause. I believe that in order to surpass all the trials brought about this pandemic, the home environment of the students had to be conducive for this type of education. And to do this, I salute the parents for a job well done. Let's give the parents a big round of applause. For the incoming batch, however, they will not be as challenged as you were. For academic year 2022 to 2023, full face-to-face classes for vaccinated students will be implemented for laboratory courses. We shall, however, maintain certain non-laboratory courses online or at a limited face-to-face interaction. While the graduating class and the parents had to adjust to the new normal, the college did their part to assist the students during these trying times. For quality education, the Information and Communication Department, headed by their ICT supervisor, Mr. Jobs Omniple, in collaboration with the Plant and Facilities Department, ensured that they had strong connectivity by upgrading their Wi-Fi connection. The Human Resource Department, headed by Ms. Charmaine Toong, in collaboration with the Research and Development Office, headed by Mrs. Mylene Hainga, the Dean's Office, headed by Chief Mate Catalino Santasera for the Maritime Programs, and Mrs. Imelda Hamindang for the Business Education Programs, and the Academic Coordinator's Office, headed by Dr. Gina Marie Prudente, endeavored to upskill and retool the faculty members and administrative personnel by either conducting or facilitating seminar workshops, webinars, in order to enhance the capability of the faculty and staff to deal with the new normal, which is online education and online services. The Plant and Facilities Department, headed by Ms. Alma Tomado, retrofitted the sites in order to ensure that health and sanitation protocols were in place. They placed an isolation area for personnel or students who exhibited symptoms of the COVID-19 virus. They placed screening sanitation areas and wall and foot signages in strategic places. The Accounting Department, headed by Ms. Jade Taparan, facilitated the payment of tuition through remittance centers, while the Registrar Department, headed by Ms. Ivy Saladan, allowed online enrollment. Of course, many of the students and the parents still preferred to visit the school and do face-to-face themselves. This was accommodated willingly. The Dean's Office, which includes all the members of the faculty, prepared all the printed and e-modules in cooperation with the Academic Coordinator and the Research and Development Office. The On-Board Training Office, headed by Chief Mate Ronald Kubit, continuously communicated with the cadets who have completed their classroom instructions in order to assist them in their apprenticeship. I remind the graduating class of the maritime programs to communicate with your on-board training supervisor right after you finish your training in order for you to be immediately scheduled for deployment. Now, despite the pandemic, the college continued to maintain, upgrade, build new facilities, and purchase additional equipment necessary for learning. For Tigbauan site, the total cost was 18 million pesos. This included the purchase of additional deck and engine simulators, electronic training module equipment, and instrumentation, motor control training and trim and stability trainer softwares, and the construction of several facilities such as the breakwater. The library, headed by the Director of Libraries, Mrs. Annie Callion, facilitated the creation of the Tree Shop, which is a virtual robot librarian that facilitated the open educational resources as reference in various flexible learning pedagogies and disciplinary contents. The Office of the Student Services, headed by Ms. Kate Mondia, continued with online activities and services despite the pandemic. They had online acquaintance parties, virtual club recruitment, virtual orientations, webinars, skills Olympics, even behavioral consultations were done virtually. The Quality Management Department, headed by Ms. Gemma Pagsigiron, prepared all the policies and procedures that covered the transition from the traditional mode of education to the flexible learning modality. All these departments were overseen by two vice presidents, the vice president in charge of academics, Mr. John Frederick Sarabia, and the vice president in charge of administration, Mrs. Mary Margaret Rose Arcenas. At this juncture, I would like to take this opportunity to personally thank the members of the board, the vice presidents, the site representative, the department heads, all the members of the faculty, the administrative officers, and staff for a job well done. In order to acknowledge the hard work of all the personnel of St. STMTCC colleges, may I request all the graduates to stand up and give your teachers and all the administrative personnel of St. STMTCC colleges a big round of applause. Okay, thank you. Listen. Congratulations once again to the graduating class. Good day everyone, keep safe, and God bless us all.
Thank you, sir, for that very inspiring and noteworthy message.
This graduation honors each of you for your success. As we watch you graduate, move on to the new phase, tasks and trials. We comfort ourselves with the hardship that lies ahead. The choices you make, the relationships you cultivate, the attitude you bring to the school and work. This created the pillar and strong you desire this building to be. Depends a lot on you and walls of a rising nation. At this juncture, may we call on our site representative and Vice President in charge of the academics, Mr. John Frederick Sebastian Sarabia.
So let me introduce to you our guest speaker for this afternoon's event. He was born on November 26, 1972 and been married to Mrs. Debbie D. Masacote. And he has been blessed with 2 children, namely Mikhail Jomar and Gabriel Luis. He graduated at John B. Lacson Foundation Maritime University, batch 1993. And currently completing master's degree in maritime management at John B. Lacson Foundation Maritime University. He's been a career development and recruitment manager of Marlow Navigation Philippines Incorporated since March 2022 to present. He's been a senior crewing manager of Marlow Navigation Philippines Incorporated from June 2017 to February 28, 2022. He's been also a recruitment and career development manager of same company from October 14 to May 2017. He's been a crewing manager of Marlow Navigation Philippines Incorporated from June 2014 to October 2014. Been a major subjects head instructor of Norwegian Maritime Academy, school year 2012. An active seafarer from November 1993 to May 2014 with the last position on board as Chief Officer. His other affiliations are being a Vice President of John B. Lacson Foundation Maritime University Alumni Association Manila Chapter from 2018 to present. An auditor of same university at Alumni Association until present. An LTCDR at Philippine Coast Guard Auxiliary. Ladies and gentlemen, parents, faculty and staff, students, let's all welcome our commencement guest speaker for today, Captain Jomar P. Masacote.
Okay, next it. Mr. John Frederick Sarabia, Vice President in charge of academics, school administration, faculties and staff, guests, parents, completers, good day. The past 2 years have been a challenge for all of us, with the pandemic brought about by COVID-19, which, although signs of recovery has been seen, a new normal on how we approach our daily lives was made. For the maritime industry, specifically for maritime institutions, the effect of the pandemic was not strategically planned. But kudos to the initiatives and quick actions of your management, completers and graduates. You are about to receive your certification for completion of your academic requirements today. A lot of challenges was experienced both by the maritime institutions and the students, which even questioned the readiness of graduates of the pandemic years due to lack of practical and academic face-to-face. Aside from the effects of the pandemic, the industry is still waiting for the response of the European Maritime Safety Agency, or if all of you are aware, the EMSA, on the standing of the Philippines after our government through Marina have responded with our corrective action on the deficiencies found during the last EMSA audit. For the graduates, if you are not aware, if we don't pass the EMSA, we are in big trouble as the maritime industry. So hopefully, we will. In addition, the war in Ukraine broke out, which added to the challenges of the seafaring industry as a whole. For you guys, for the Philippines, however, although we are not happy it does not condone war, being recognized as one of the most efficient and trusted seafarers in the world, the war opens up more opportunities for Filipino seafarers to increase our presence on board the vessels because of unavailability of some, if not most, of our seafaring brothers from Ukraine and even from Russia to continue their seafaring career at this time. This is where you, completers, come in now. Now is the best time and possibly the more chances to start your career. However, it will still be not that easy. Today may be the end of your academic requirements, but more importantly marks the start of your challenges to start your seafaring career and be a successful captain and chief engineers in the future. Opportunities are there, but to grab them, the 3 years that centuries have prepared you must be used as companies would still maintain the standard than just accepting applicants due to needs. Let me share with you some tips on that. What shipping companies, or at least my company, are looking for aside from you passing their own entry test. In Marlow Navigation, when we select cadets, the priority is to make them management level officers and engineers. Do you guys know what is a management level officer or engineer? That is normally one of my questions when I do interviews. Unfortunately, nobody can differentiate. Anyone? Anyone know what is a management level officer? Difference between operational level officer or engineer? Wala? Pag may nakasagot, may snacks daw. Si Chief Covid sa inyo mamaya. Wala? Okay. So nakalibre na si Ronald. So, again, in Marlow, we select cadet, no? Just to reiterate, to make them management level officers and engineers. When I say management level officers or engineers, I'm talking about making you captain and chief engineers. At least, chief mate or second engineers. Do you want that? Oh, wala. Ayaw nyo? Hindi ka mo? Mahuya ka mo. You will not go anywhere pag mahuyaon ka mo. To give you an idea on how you completers present yourselves in applying for interview, I'm going to share you, no? This is already like a cheat guide for you. Because I will be doing the interview, I'm already giving you hints on how we are supposed to come for my interview. Even if I'm not going to be the one that is doing the interview, other companies will still be specifically looking for this. First, communication skills. Not all that can fluently speak English have good communication skills. Of course, it is imperative that as future officers and engineers, you must speak English. However, the most important is that you are able to comprehend and understood. I have interviewed a lot of fluent English speakers, but due to their inability to listen, they were rejected because they do not have the good communication skills. They are fluent English speaker, not good communicator. Some tips on how you can be a good communicator. When you introduce yourself, please introduce who you are. Let them know about you. Things that can be measured. Things that you have done, and you are confident that you will be able to expand and tell stories about when additional questions will be asked. As an interviewer, I don't like being told by applicants that they are industrious. I don't like being told by applicants that they are having leadership skills. I don't like being told that they are diligent, because I don't know you. Meaning, I cannot measure it. But through the course of the interview, I will be able to evaluate if you have those skills. You don't have to tell me that. They are not measurable, but can be detected by good interviewer based on his questions and applicants' responses. Answer questions short and accurately. Forget about your background with being an orator or declaimer. We don't want you to present yourself with that. It just makes the interview lengthy. The more you brag about your achievements, the more the interviewers would have topics to grind you. So, be simple. Okay? That is number one. Number two, be assertive. If you are not yet if you still don't know what is being assertive, after I discuss this, Google it. The ability to speak up for yourselves in a way that is honest and respectful. This is one, if not the most important personality trait that future management level officers or engineers must have. To help you better to understand, to be assertive, you have to show confidence. Being nervous is normal. When interviewed, being able to control it speaks loudly on how you'll be able to face challenges in stressful times later. To be assertive, you have to be a good listener, which, if needed, can challenge or ask questions when in doubt. Be decisive and able to defend your answers when you are sure that you are right, as well as accept when you are not. Number 3, have initiative. Initiative is when you do things without being told. You act on things instead of reacting. On board the vessels, captains and chief engineers normally give more emphasis with potential depending on the initiative of these officers and crew. 4th, wisdom. Not because you are future Latin honor awardee, you already have wisdom. You are academically excellent, but you don't have the stock knowledge. That is not wisdom. Do you have the smarts to survive the challenges of life outside the classrooms and away from your protected parents? Being able to project during the interview gives you a better chance of being accepted. At least these 4 that I have already given you will help you a lot. There are a lot of things that you have to improve with your personality, but having these 4 as an improvement starting from tomorrow, then you will have a good chance. You will have a good chance of making it. In the early years, it is said that hard skills or the knowledge and skills learned in school, training and experience will get you the job. Soft skills, which are more of your motivation and personality, lets you keep it and advance. Nowadays, however, hard skills is only the prerequisite to get an interview. You pass the exam, you get an interview. That is hard skills. You must now already possess good soft skills. You don't need to be highly extroverted. You can even be mid-introverted as long as you have the cluster of personality traits, social graces, communication, language, personal habits, interpersonal skills, leadership, behavior, motivation, and most important, self-discipline, then you have the potential to be successful in the maritime profession. I would also like to share to you a mindset. This is the mindset I normally instill on our cadets. The most overrated phrase there is people said, I will do my best self. Diba? If I tell you to do a job, ano sasabihin nyo? I will do my best self. Tama ba? Tama? Babait nyo. So, the phrase is an easy way out because you fail. That's why it is overrated. Completers, you have to develop a mindset not of doing your best, but of meeting and even exceeding expectations. During your academic years, you were considered passed only if you have at least 75%. Tama ba yun? Okay, new curriculum, new GED. I'm not sure if new GED na ba kayo? 65? 60. Sa new GED na grading system, 60. If you don't get 60, you fail. Now, you did your best. You study hard. You get 59. You pass? Because you did your best. Did you pass? Because you only have 59. Okay? You will not graduate because you did not meet the expectation. Expectation is 60. Then you have to get 60. The same as on board the vessel. Captains have expectations. Even as cadet, they will assess you if you have the potential and be given recommendations for promotions because you meet their expectations. Each captain have different standard. Some as low as this expectations, other as high as this. If your best is only here, you fail. Okay? The potential and the given recommendation for promotions because you meet their expectation. Each captain, as mentioned, have different standards. If your best can only meet the expectation of your soft captain or chief engineer, then you fail. Because the one who has a higher standard will tell you that you are not good enough. As such, you must always aim for continued improvement. Because with continued improvement, you will continue to aspire to meet the expectations, especially exceed them if you want to get recommendation for promotions. Your team, rekindling Teresian spirit, look back and give back with hopeful smiles in the new normal is very timely. Today may not be the last day that you step on your alma mater, but after you have left to join your vessel assignments, please return to your school and give back by sharing your experiences for the improvement of the school. If you see areas of improvement, be assertive to get the school management attention about it. Only with external eyes can continued improvement be made. At times, you may be too direct and difficult to accept by the school, but that is where an institution's goal of continued improvement be gauged on the willingness to accept objective critique by its alumnus. Return and teach. Share your learned knowledge and experience on board to the new generations. To share a bit about my background, although they have already mentioned it earlier, just make a little bit story about it. I also came from the most humble of beginnings. I am the eldest of 4 siblings from barely surviving parents financially. However, the same case as you here, our parents prioritize our education than their personal needs. As such, everyone, attention! Kanina. Attention! Kanina. Mamaus na ako na attention dito. Attention! Ayaw niyo kumraduate? Oh, sino ang nagkauban dyan? Have your batch in attention. Okay. So, going back, your parents prioritize your education than their own personal needs. As such, kung nasaan man ang parents nyo, face them now. Okay? Face your parents. Parang ayaw nyo yata. Galit yata kayo sa mga magulang nyo. Okay? Okay, so, your parents and guardians, and give the applause they deserve. You will not be there if not for their sacrifices. So, 3 claps to honor your parents. Ulit ha, para sabay-sabay. 3 claps to honor your parents. Okay. Center. Face. Alam ko, hindi na ako marunong magkumanda. Okay, have them seated. Thank you. So the parents, congratulations po. Congratulations sa inyo tanan. Kaya pagkatapos ang tinungol sa mga bata niyo, nakagraduate na naman sila. I graduated 1993 and joined my first vessel. No? This is always a very special day for me. I'm not sure with others, but until this day, I can always recall what is the day, what is the temperature, or what is the status of who I am when I first joined my vessel assignment. So, joining MV Bonafong as a cadet, 5 degrees centigrade, naka-t-shirt lang ako. I don't have extra socks. No, I joined in Flushing, Netherlands. So, Bonafong is an oil bark or obo vessel. I don't even have spare socks that I have to endure the almost freezing temperature without clothing that can fight the cold winter day, as I have to warm minutes after I arrive on board. Due to the culture that I was brought up, I only managed to get my license 4 years after I graduated. So that was 1997. Because family comes first. To the parents here, no? Sa mga tatay, kag-tatay dire, advice lang sa inyo, encourage ko sa inyo, prioritize naton nga makalisensya anay kanday toto kag si Inday na may Inday man. Okay? Sacrifice for their career. Pagsakay nila, katete pa lang sila, hindi pa na sweldo, allowance pa lang. Don't consider them at least during that time, sa oras nga makasakay sila ng katete, don't consider them nga gulpi lang, mamanggarano na kita, kaya nagsakay na si Tuto. Dapat, balon nyo si Tuto, sumta, parta mo, kahit pa ka-exam after 12 months. Hindi nyo pagkabalon si Tuto, padali ko ni kwarta, kaya ang inaplos mo, wala vision. Because you are not going to recover with that. Okay? Dapat, una, pisyal anay sila, and then, hulig sila sa inyo. Hindi kay, puso nila na yun, basta nga, sige, rating ka na lang to, basta nga mag-retire ka, tuk-tuk kalawang ka man di hapon. I know that. That's why it took me 4 years before I get my license. Kay hambal ni nanay ko sa una, kadali ko ni nanay kwarta. That is how we are brought culturally. Pero kung mas madasing na maging opisyal sila, mas madasing ang palinga maging financial stable ka mo. So you have to forget that they already joined international trading vessel. They are only receiving allowance, not salary. These allowances should be saved to get their license. The earlier they get them and be promoted, the earlier that you can enjoy financial stability. Don't be satisfied with your children lingering as ratings. Completers, get your management level license as soon as possible. Invest on your career. Get married only when you already have chief mate and second engineer license. Kita ko kayo yung si nanay yung si tatay. Hindi ka manay masawa kung wala ka mong seatmate kag second engineer license. Ang mga amiga niyo nga makahulat, ang una siya ang dapat pangasawon. Kung hindi sila kahulat, hindi sila wise. Okay? Your girlfriend that can wait for that is your true future because they know that they will have a better financial stability with you, becoming management level officer or engineer at a young age. When I started my goal, it was to be captain at the age of 30. Although I only managed to get my license, my 38th license 4 years later, after I have graduated, even before I got my license, I already prepared myself to be ready for such promotion. Once I had them, I was promoted on board as third mate 4 months after I joined the vessel, when I was fully documented as third officer. After 12 months experience as third officer, I immediately got my second officer license, after which I joined my next vessel assignment as third officer. But after being able to exceed my captain's expectations as third officer after 1 month on board, even if there is already a second officer on board, he promoted me to second officer. Paid as second officer, but doing third officer's job. Until the second officer on board signed off, where I take over his responsibilities. You guys have to understand how difficult it was to become an officer during our time. During those times, kung hindi ka puti, hindi ka taga PMMA, mahirap ma-promote maging opisyal. Ngayon, napakadali. I joined my next vessel assignment as third officer, okay? But the second officer on board signed off and I took his responsibilities. Due to outside influence, however, instead of concentrating on getting my chief officer license, I frequented cockfighting. Sa bungero din ako until nag-retire. No, kaya nga, I became second mate for 12 years. So it took me a while because masadya sa kulangan. Diba? Kalimtin nyo na, maubos ng kwarta nyo. However, after I got married, when I was 31 years old, 3 years later, after I realized that the expenses of having 2 children supporting my parents financially, that my salary as second officer was already not enough, did I get my chief mate license. After I got fully documented as chief officer, I was offered another challenge, and since I have never rejected any vessel assignment prior to that, I accepted it. It was only my third contract with Marlo, so I did not start with Marlo. They sent me on board on a vessel I have never experienced before. I was aiming to get promoted, but the challenge was, I joined a vessel that have had no Filipino chief officer before. It was my first time with a ship owner, no experience on the type of vessel, and although I have consistently got recommendation for promotion on my previous vessels, I was not on the radar for promotion. As such, chances of getting promoted was lower than 0. Even if I am not licensed, I have always ready myself to get promoted in order that when I eventually have it, I am ready. My motivation and drive is always high, and thank God for His gift of making me learn things very fast. I managed to break the barrier of no chance to be promoted to be the first Filipino chief officer on board that vessel. The big thing is, Marlo was not the one who promoted me. The owner requested that I be promoted after 3.5 months joining their company. In general, I take pride with the fact that once fully documented on my hire license, I always get promoted on board half of that contract. My next goal was to be a captain. Even if I was already late, I structured my career goal path. But along the way, opportunity arises. In 2012, I was offered the job of Marine Navigation Philippines branch manager in Iloilo. Before officially working in Iloilo, I first became branch manager of our Davao branch for 1 month due to urgent need for me to be there. After a year in the office, I resumed my seafaring career in 2013. After I signed off in 2014, it was about to upgrade my license to captain. 8 days in vacation, I was called by our CEO, Captain Leo Tenorio, to be one of his crewing managers in Manila. Having a supportive wife makes things easier, as after another 15 days, I started my career in the head office. The plan was I will only be working for 4 months ashore and go back to sea. However, in October 2014, so 4 months after I have joined as a crewing manager, I was offered promotion to senior management as the recruitment manager. Eventually, with the support of my wife, I accepted the offer knowing that others took their lifetime to break senior management position in the corporate world, especially in the shipping industry. It only took me 4 months. The challenge again presents itself 15 days before I take over the position. Instead of becoming only as the recruitment manager, 2 senior management positions were dissolved and incorporated to make me recruitment and career development manager, which is also in charge of the company's training program. I accepted the challenge, and since I have always been driven and focused when I'm giving responsibilities, in 2017, I was laterally transferred as senior crewing manager, taking charge of 5 crewing fleets, so that is half Marlo Navigation. Aside from still being in charge of my previous responsibilities as recruitment and career development manager. Early 2012, my position was again renamed as career development and recruitment manager. Still maintaining my existing position, so in general, I am still a senior crewing manager, but giving focus with career development as well as developing new programs for the company's self-sufficiency. I shared to you my career, completers, not because I wanted to brag, but because I want to show you my perseverant nature. Never backing down from any challenge, always giving my full focus and drive when I do things, especially if given a position of responsibility. I am never a person who wishes recognition, but to give you additional inputs, this I only learned when I already started working in the office. When you know things, if you are good at things, make sure the person in position to promote you knows your capabilities. Yes, on most cases, it is not always what you know or how good you are. It is who knows you. However, if you work hard enough, they will eventually know you. My speech have already been long enough and hopefully was able to share insights and motivate you on how you can be successful in the future. Before I end, I my master's degree classmate, Chiefmate Ronald Tubit, Mr. John Frederick Sarabia, for giving me this opportunity and honor to be part of your graduation, your graduates' commencement exercise, and be able to hopefully motivate them to do their part to have a successful career in the future. Although they are not here, I also want to thank our CEO, Captain Leopoldo Tenorio, for allowing me to be in your presence today, as well as serving thank you to my very supportive wife, Debbie, and 2 children, Mikhael Gabriel, who has been my constant inspiration in my continued pursuit and rise with my chosen career. Before I finally end, I would like also to welcome each and every one of you. Once you have your documents, you can apply for our training program, or you can apply for our walk-in still as cadets. Okay? We are consistently taking in cadets, and that's just this year alone, we are actually looking at deploying more than 100 cadets. We have already deployed about 70 until the end of June. So, if all of you can pass, then my life would be much easier. Okay? So you are all welcome. But again, our company is one of the hardest company to join. However, you are already there. Your life, parang sinusubuan na kayo. Okay? You can ask some of those that have already been with us. They will tell you, we don't offer scholarships because when you are with us on our training program, we will pay 500,000 pesos for your training to be ready to be junior officers. Okay. Total, nandito na rin lang din naman ako. Mag-advertise na lang, di ba? Again, good day and thank you very much. Parents and graduates, congratulations.
Thank you very much, sir, for the words of inspiration to our graduating class. Students, you may take your seat. We are all marine engineers, deck officers, and builders working together in this colossal project we call our country. I hope and pray that over and above of each of our personal dreams for ourselves, come the larger dream of united, fulfilled, and prosperous Filipino people.
Once again, we would like to call on our beloved Vice President and Vice President for Academics, at the same time the Site Representative, Mr. John Frederick Sebastian Sarabia, to be assisted by our Dean of Maritime Education, Chief Mate Catalino Santasera, MMM, to give the Certificate of Appreciation to our commencement speaker. The citation reads, Centuries MTC Colleges, Iloilo, Philippines. Certificate of Appreciation is presented to Captain Jomar P. Masacote for his invaluable time and expertise as speaker during the 38th Certification and Recognition Exercises with the theme, Overcoming Adversities, Building Strength and Resilience, Sustaining Excellence Amidst Pandemic, given this 12th day of July 2022 at Iloilo Convention Center, Mega World Boulevard, Mandurriao, Iloilo City, Philippines. Signed, Dr. Maria Teresa S. Sarabia, President.
May we call on our guest speaker, Captain Jomar Masacote, to receive our certificate of appreciation. Thank you, sir. So another round of applause to our commencement guest speaker. Thank you, everyone. Again, thank you, sir. Someone once said, the key to success is hard work and a little luck. I have found that the harder you work, the luckier you become. Remember, your newly harnessed values, knowledge, and skills shall comprise the building blocks of our society. At this time, we will meet those students who never took chances and luck. Instead, worked hard in order to reap the success of their hard-earned labor. And it is but right to recognize their efforts. So we have come now to the proclamation of honor students and granting of medals.
We will request our Vice President, Mr. Frederick Sebastian Sarabian, to be assisted by Sir Santasera, their college dean, to give the awards and the medals.
Students and honor students and parents, as I call your name, please come up the stage. Be ready. Academic awardees. First year, Bachelor of Science in Marine Transportation. Midshipman June Kristen A. Tinegra with highest honors. Midshipman John Ralphie T. Tuglia with high honors. Midshipman Mark P. Tagulala with honors.
Second year, Bachelor of Science in Marine Transportation, Midshipman John Robert J. Crispy with high honors. Midshipman John Gerald J. Crispy with high honors. Midshipman Melvin Ed S. Palima with honors. College Service Awardees, we have Midshipman Jerome B. Insila Jr., College Service Awardee. Also, the Merit Awardee Midshipman, Midshipwoman Officers Club. Next, we have Midshipman Stephen B. Malapitan, College Service Awardee. Same time, the Merit Awardee Midshipman, Midshipwoman Officers Club. Next is Midshipman Michael John Ray S. Halalun, a College Service Awardee. At the same time, the Merit Awardee Midshipman, Midshipwoman Officers Club. Next is Midshipman Brian J. P. Dalisay, College Service Awardee. At the same time, a Merit Awardee Midshipman, Midshipwoman Officers Club.
Midshipman John Rodney G. Pestosani, College Service Awardee, and Merit Awardee for Sports Club. Midshipman Joey Franz S. Pinobo, College Service Awardee, and Merit Awardee for Midshipman, Midshipwoman Officers Club. Midshipman Mark John C. Villadar, College Service Awardee. Also, a Merit Awardee for Student Executive Council, Rotary Club Iloilo South 3850, Angla Youth Leaders, and Red Cross Youth. A Merit Awardee for Rafa Club, Merit Awardee Social Science Club, Merit Awardee Peer Facilitator, and a Merit Awardee Midshipman, Midshipwomen Officers Club. Midshipman Ivan J. B. Procalia, College Service Awardee. Also, a Merit Awardee for Student Executive Council, Rotary Club Iloilo South, Angla Youth Leaders, and Red Cross Youth. Merit Awardee for Rafa Club, Merit Awardee for Midshipman, Midshipwomen Officers Club.
Midshipman J.P. M. Roche, Merit Awardee for Religion Club. At the same time, a Merit Awardee Midshipman and Midshipwoman Officers Club. Again, I'm calling Midshipman J.P. Roche, if he's around. Please come up on the stage to receive your award. Okay, we can proceed to the next award. Later, we can call for Mr. Roche to come in. So I'm calling Midshipwoman Andrea C. Pabrunero, a Merit Awardee, Wimmerfield Youth Club. Leon C. Perez, Merit Awardee Sports Club. Also, a Merit Awardee for Peer Facilitator. Midshipman Jarjen C. Tusalem, a Merit Awardee for Sports Club. Again, Midshipman Jarjen Tusalem. Okay, he's an awardee for Sports Club. Midshipman Rex C. Kabunagan, Merit Awardee for Sports Club. Also, a Merit Awardee for Peer Facilitator. Merit Awardee for Peer Facilitator, we have Midshipman John Paul S. de la Cruz. Next is Midshipman Rex C. Nantan. Midshipman Rililo T. Ople. Next is Midshipman Carlouin T. Gestigo. Next is Midshipman General Jenny Jose P. Tiago Jr. Midshipwoman Officers Club. Number 1, we have Midshipman Mark Stephen A. Kata. Next is Midshipman John Joel C. Maldeser. Next is Midshipman Jericho D. Ibanez. Next is Midshipman J.K. E. Insole. Midshipman John Jules Maldiser. John Jones Maldiser, Midshipman Jericho D. Ibanez, Midshipman Jesse John Q. Caliago. And just follow the line, guys.
Midshipman Nanta Rex C. You can come up the stage as a group. Midshipwoman Gayanilo Hanamika G. And Midshipman Kumani John Michael X. They are the awardees for the best thesis. Another award for best thesis. Students, as I call your name, come up the stage in group. Midshipman Dallas Kemp B. Midshipman Hilo Hans Nixon G. Midshipman Perez Kenny Leone C. Midshipman Gautier Cerny Augie C. Midshipman Padilla Jansen E. Midshipman Vasco Braille G. And Midshipman Wencochilio Jerry O. The following best thesis awardees, you can claim your cash award prize at the accounting office way back in school, maybe tomorrow. You have the cash prize or cash award for that. Congratulations!
Again, congratulations to all of you and thank you to our President and our Executive Vice President.
And also, thank you for the facilitator of the certificates and also to our Dean, Chief May Catalino Santacera. Desire is the key to motivation, but it is the determination and commitment to an unrelenting pursuit of your goal. A commitment to excellence that will enable you to attain the success you seek. Continue to hold, nurture, and value these gifts of learning. The future of a nation is safe in the hands of the educated. This has been proven to us now by our faculty member who had been dedicated to pursue a higher degree in their field of specialization in pursuit of academic excellence. And now we will be awarding the Faculty Achievement Award. May we once again call our Vice President for Academics, Mr. John Frederick Sarabia, and our Dean for the College of Lifetime Education Program to award the certificate. The recipient of this faculty award is no other than Medanya Tihada Malagsig, PhD. She has completed her Doctor of Philosophy, major in Educational Management, and having a distinction of Magna Cum Laude. A big round of applause, everyone.
Congratulations, ma'am, and thank you to our Vice President.
Believe that the sort of life you wish to live is, at this moment, just waiting for you to summon it up. And when you wish for it, you begin moving toward it, and in turn, begins moving toward you. With this, after many years of hardships and labor, our graduating class of batch 2021-2022 are now ready to reap the fruits of their labor. So, we come now to the presentation and confirmation of the graduates to be presented by the Dean of the College of Maritime Education Programs and by the OIC Assistant Dean of the Business Education Department, and to be confirmed by our Vice President in charge of Academics, Mr. John Frederick Sebastian Sarabia. Sir, may we now call on the Dean of the Maritime Education Programs and the OIC Assistant Dean for the Business Education Department to present to the grading class.
Candidates who have completed the academic requirements for Bachelor of Science in Marine Transportation Program and Bachelor of Science in Marine Engineering, please stand. Our Vice President, John Frederick Sarabia, MBE. I have the honor to present the candidates for certification who have completed the 3-year academic requirements of the 4-year Marine Transportation Program and the 4-year Marine Engineering Program. In my capacity as Dean, I hereby certify that they have satisfactorily complied with all the academic requirements prescribed for the program by the Commission of Higher Education. Sir, we are ready now for confirmation.
Candidates for graduation for the Associate in Hotel and Restaurant Services Program and Cruise Line Services Program, please stand. Our dear Vice President, I have the honor to present to you the candidates for graduation who have completed the 2-year course leading to the title of Certificate in Hotel and Restaurant Services and 2-year program leading to the title of Certificate in Cruise Line Services. In my capacity as Assistant Dean of the Business Education Department, I hereby certify that they have satisfactorily complied with all the minimum requirements prescribed for the program with the Technical Education and Skills Development Authority. Sir, they are now ready for your confirmation.
For the Hotel and Restaurant Services and Cruise Line Services, by the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees of St. Clair's MTC Colleges and the Technical Education and Skills Development Authority, I hereby declare you graduates of your respective program. Congratulations. For the Bachelor of Science in Marine Transportation and Marine Engineering students, by the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees of St. Clair's MTC Colleges and the Commission on Higher Education, I confirm that you have completed your academic units. You are now ready to be deployed. Congratulations. You may take your seat.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations on your achievements. Celebrate it, cherish it, and let it inspire you to make your own contribution to the development of our nation, especially in the maritime industry. And now, we will come up with the distribution of diplomas and certificates. May we call on our commencement speaker, Captain Jumar P. Masapote, our guest speaker to be, assisted by Ms. Ivy Marie Saladan, our college assistant registrar 2, and Chief Mate Catalino Santa Sera, MMM, the Dean, College of Maritime Education, program to distribute the diploma.
Completed the 3-year academic requirements for the 4-year marine transportation programs. Candidates for certification: Bachelor of Science in Marine Transportation 3-1, Amaro Glenn M., Monte Claro Street, Piagao, Iloilo. Joaquin, Iloilo. Sidon Eric Martin S. San Joaquin, Iloilo. Tori Flores Pauljan S. Tigbauan, Iloilo. Tori Flores Rainier John D. Tigbauan, Iloilo. Tori Verde Arvin A. Oton, Iloilo. Trofeo Allen Jade D. Tigbauan, Iloilo. Oniana John Nestor D. Tigbauan, Iloilo. Valencia Roxy S. Tigbauan, Iloilo. Vinyas Paulo Gabriel D. Oton, Iloilo.
Bachelor of Science in Marine Transportation, 3-2. Alihaga John Paul J. Rojas City. Almirante Rayjan S. Tigbauan, Iloilo. Antonio Carl Renzo S. Tigbauan, Iloilo. Walcos Jester B. Panay, Capiz. Vasco Brian J. Nueva Valencia, Timaras. Benny Marco J. Iqbal, Iloilo. Borda Lawrence Hill, Manihan, Capiz. Benocilio Jerry Jr. O. Nueva Valencia, Timaras. Amarines Niño J. Oton, Iloilo. Kata Mark Stephen A. Tigbauan, Iloilo. De la Cruz Kenloy B. Panay, Capiz. Delina Christian N. Miagao, Iloilo. Joaquin, Iloilo. Carmen Gerald B. Nueva Valencia, Guimaras. Ganancial Orne J. San Roque, Nueva Valencia, Guimaras. Gautier Surname OG J. Tigbauan, Iloilo. Hans Nexon J. Tigbal, Iloilo. Gonzaga Dexter B. Nueva Valencia, Guimaras. Ibanez French Wendell B. Ina, Iloilo. Almona Erwin T. Tubongan, Iloilo. Lasso Roel Andre J. Tigbauan, Iloilo. Inagi Romero O. Tigbauan, Iloilo. Niadas Jason J. Niatao, Iloilo. Nurata Jackie L. Mianao, Iloilo. Madilia Johnson E. Mianao, Iloilo. Perez Pinidion C. Leon, Iloilo. Sabnon Carl Benson J. Timbal, Iloilo. Samiliano Genal A. Barbasa, Antique. Taba Ronald Brian J. Tigbauan, Iloilo. Kabukoran at Sunday E. Tubungan, Iloilo. Tameses John Lloyd T. Tubungan, Iloilo. Terasol Melvin T. Tigbauan, Iloilo. Torres John Eric T. Tigbauan, Iloilo. Trustisa Jeric Ivan M. Tigbauan, Iloilo. Tuante Michael T. Tigbauan, Iloilo. Tolanda Serge T. Tigbauan, Iloilo.
Boston, Iloilo. Caballes Alvin, Miagao, Iloilo. Kamanting Mark Jason T, Leon, Iloilo. Kabatmat John Feb C, Leon, Iloilo. Kabunagan Rex C, Tigbauan, Iloilo. Kalangkaman J-Boy C, Tubungan, Iloilo. Kaliado Jesse John Q, Miagao, Iloilo. Cepeda John Michael H, San Jose, Antique. Colomer John Paul F, Miagao, Iloilo. Kalisay Brian Dave P, Miagao, Iloilo. De la Cruz John Paul S, San Joaquin, Iloilo. Escobar Christian M, Gimbal, Iloilo. Fantillan Arvin Kim G, Gimbal, Iloilo. Kaya Meg Andro G, Gimbal, Iloilo. Kaya Sid Andre G, Gimbal, Iloilo. Ensianeo John Ross G, Tigbauan, Iloilo. Hensole JKB, Nueva Valencia, Guimaras. Estosani John Rodney G, Gimbal, Iloilo. Evela J. Dominic C, Gimbal, Iloilo. Wave G, Aninier Antique. Morta Jeremy M, Miagao, Iloilo. Movilion France Dennis N, Miagao, Iloilo. Quijano Donnie O, Miagao, Iloilo. Sayo Reggie D, Tubuman, Iloilo. Tagaywar Junwell C, Leon, Iloilo. Temporosa Bob Andrew T, Tigbauan, Iloilo. Topless Stephen D, Tumangas, Iloilo. Tosalen Judges C, Tigbauan, Iloilo.
Bachelor of Science in Marine Transportation, grade 4. Awit K. M. Pagkomon Antique. Adrian Lester A. Rojas City. Amatorio Joseph C. Tigbauan, Iloilo. Banico Jomar S. San Joaquin, Iloilo. Bravo Rocky B. Miagao, Iloilo. James J. Leon, Iloilo. Deocampo and Mark J. Tigbauan, Iloilo. Ilisan John Mark C. Tubuman, Iloilo. Iscamilla John Benson A. Botol, Iloilo. Espeso Junior Rodrigo P. Tigbauan, Iloilo. Fadohilaw Merchant E. Miagao, Iloilo. Gayanilo Ana Michael J. Timbal, Iloilo. Gayuma Jumar Jr. M. Miagao, Iloilo. Hilasan Carl Stephen E. Timbal, Iloilo. Iliaga Elor King B. Timbal, Iloilo. Mandar Arnel C. Maasin, Iloilo. Montesina John Eric C. Tigbauan, Iloilo. Wilan Aldrin F. Miagao, Iloilo. Natla Rex C. Miagao, Iloilo. Oriel John Patrick F. San Jose, Antique. Pacificar Erickson L. San Enrique, Iloilo. Valencia Ken Diamond J. Timbal, Iloilo. Buyag John Mark. Miagao, Iloilo. Kikusa John Andrew C. Sibalo, Antique. Santander A. Steven A. Uton, Iloilo. Sakibal Magloe A. San Joaquin, Iloilo. Sasi Jefferson D. Camping, Antique. Sibigan Phil Cyrus A. Bugasong, Antique. Sobiera Kenneth L. Aniway, Iloilo. Taburete John Paul A. Tubunan, Iloilo. Tatlong Hanep Junior Salvador C. Tigbauan, Iloilo. Torre Flores Justin C. Tigbauan, Iloilo. Drogane Chumel N. Tigbauan, Iloilo. Duarte Cyril T. Tigbauan, Iloilo. Umani John Michael S. Tubungan, Iloilo. Vataro Kenji V. Amindan, Capiz. Villadar Mark John C. Tigbauan, Iloilo. Vista Rafael A. Bugasong, Antique.
Bachelor of Science in Marine Transportation 3-5. Eliaduga John Russell A. Kimbal, Iloilo. Hikana John Vincent G. Kimbal, Iloilo. Ibanez Jericho D. Maasin, Iloilo. Lumakdod Jurel Dominic M. Yagaw, Iloilo. Nograles Russell F. Yagaw, Iloilo. Kusingan Janko Jakar P. Antique Antique. Kinianola John Fritz T. Malay Aklan. Riano Mark Luis Arevalo, Iloilo. Safra Jose Roberto G. Cabaguan, Iloilo. Serapion Jethro Moses M. Sibalon, Antique. Shopon Ken Karel F. Miagaw, Iloilo. Giano Junior Jose Jenny B. Tigbauan, Iloilo. Titular Jasper J. T. Tigbauan, Iloilo. Trifalgar Edward Jr. S. San Jose, Antique. Tunay Jose Vinlo Jr. S. Tigbauan, Iloilo. Ventula Mark Anthony M. Barbasa, Antique. Vicente Marvin S. Bogaso, Antique.
Bachelor of Science in Marine Transportation, 3-6. Aguirre Michael Cleo E. San Jose, Antique. Arevalo Liwiwit E. Barbasa, Antique. Baviera Justin Joseph E. Tigbauan, Iloilo. Blanca Flor Junior Rex E. Tugado, Tigbauan, Iloilo. Antomayor Christian C. Leon, Iloilo. Tigala Dani Junior R. Balon Masmate. Faro Nino R. Yagaw, Iloilo. Febrero Riniel N. Anini, Davao Campus. Anyos March Jomel J. Sibuna Guimaras. Marfio Giancarlo V. Rojas Caris. Monville Christie, Miagao, Iloilo. Mundia Grade St. John N, Miagao, Iloilo. Mosquera Ken Rosal C, Sibalong Antique. Antonio Vincent M, Miagao, Iloilo. Palacio Jose Gerald S. Antique Antique. Brescia Rolando Jr. J. Nickname Ilo. Santiago Jr. S. San Joaquin, Iloilo. Sarko Jesmore S. San Joaquin, Iloilo. Celia Emerson P. Tigbauan, Iloilo. Kamayor Chamar P. Hubungan, Iloilo. Tayo Junior Ramon P. Pagiging Tigbauan, Iloilo. Rustico Carlovin P. Tigbauan, Iloilo. Torres Rico P. Utotan, Iloilo. Dovida Alfrejan V. Tigbauan, Iloilo. Vergara Dave Christian S. San Joaquin, Iloilo. Vicera Adrian S. San Joaquin, Iloilo.
Presenting the candidates for graduation certification, completed the 3-year academic requirements of the 4-year Marine Engineering program. Bachelor of Science in Marine Engineering 3-1. Abinales Christian M. Miagao, Iloilo. Alcanzarin Renan Novicorp S. San Joaquin, Iloilo. Alvarez Jobert S. San Joaquin, Iloilo. Anchong Mark Vincent G. Kimbal, Iloilo. Andalusia Alexander G. Kimbal, Iloilo. Pandagani Christian J. L. Miagao, Iloilo. Ganedo I. Jobert B. Tigbauan, Antique. Gallego Peter Paul M. Urdan, Limaras. Epanaya John Dave D. Kimbal, Iloilo. Gonzaga Derek G. Nueva Valencia, Guimaras. Gonzales Darrell E. Tigbauan, Iloilo. Kulipatan Joseph Ray T. Tigbauan, Iloilo. Alviva Giancarlo D. Lawaan, Antique. Josue Rominio M. San Jose, Antique. Maldicer John Jules C. Hanibay, Iloilo. Notada Starsky B. Niagao, Iloilo. Pineda Mamerto Jr. G. Gimbal, Iloilo. Procalia Ayman J. B. Tacurong, Sultan Kudarat, Tacurong City. Robert Victorino III M. Cabatuan, Iloilo. Ruego Rondel C. Tigbauan, Iloilo. Sabio Friends Michael D. Oton, Iloilo. Santa Cera Sam C. M. San Joaquin, Iloilo. Santiagudo Jr. Reno Raimundo T. Tigbauan, Iloilo. Tama Michael T. Tigbauan, Iloilo. Tanhente Mark Lawrence G. Tigbauan, Iloilo. Tabales Charlie Hill C. Tigbauan, Iloilo. Tyson Michael Ray M. Miagao, Iloilo. Testigo Mark Frederick O. Tigbauan, Iloilo. Trigo Jerry Jr. M. Tigbauan, Iloilo. Tuares John Raymond J. Cabatuan, Iloilo.
Science and Marine Engineering 3-2. Al-Quran Care 8, New Washington, Aklan. Harapan Lionel N, Rojas City. Beso Ivan Chang O, Buton, Iloilo. Buhat Vicente E, Davao Capiz. Aurelius John Patrick S, San Joaquin, Iloilo. Campbell Junamount Chan C, Leon, Iloilo. Condoleezas Vince Akir M, Luzon, Iloilo. Marion Jericho F, Tigbauan, Iloilo. Clarine Rem Nicole J, Gimbal, Iloilo. Donado James E, Anini, Antique. Stevens Sin Lester A, Dingle, Iloilo. Pantagane Juway S, Yagao, Iloilo. Pilarca Salim A, Leon, Iloilo. Gates Piliarin Chem, San Joaquin, Iloilo. Gonzales John Eugene A, Tobias Fournier, Antique. Alalon Michael John Ray S, Misamis Oriental. Juanico John Mark M, Miagao, Iloilo. Legislador Carl Anthony C, Buton, Iloilo. Moladina Andy Mon A, Miagao, Iloilo. Molihuna Obel Chan N, Miagao, Iloilo. Nilios Daniel N, Miagao, Iloilo. Nueva España Ken Char M, Miagao, Iloilo. Paes Precious Paul A, Tigbauan, Iloilo. Christopher A. Toyo, Palawan. Sampiano Cesar IMP, Cabatuan, Iloilo. Sapitanan Prince Albert S. Yagao, Iloilo. Sargento Jonathan J. San Joaquin, Iloilo. Civilian Claude Vincent F. Tigbauan, Iloilo. Serge Janmon Leon, Iloilo. Sichas Kisi H. Yagao, Iloilo. Sharon Kenneth S. San Joaquin, Iloilo. Siba Arvin M. San Joaquin, Iloilo. Solivan DJ D. Leon, Iloilo. Takaisan Melvin Jr. J. Jordan Limaras. Temporada Joven J. Nueva Valencia, Limaras. Ubalde John Louis T. Tigbauan, Iloilo. Vego John Noel R. Tigbauan, Iloilo. Zamora Lawrence G. T. Uton, Iloilo. Batislao John Ray J. Tigbauan, Iloilo. Iposo Juan Joshua B. Tigbauan, Iloilo.
Presenting the candidates for graduation certification of 2-year course leading to the title of Cruise Line Services course and the 2-year course leading to the title of Associate in Hotel and Restaurant Services. Cruise Line Services 2-1. Bernabe Robian N. Kimbal, Iloilo. Cambronero Andrea C. Leon, Iloilo. of gratitude for all that he has been and for all that he will be. Let us welcome him with a round of applause.
Thank you very much. Janae Cecilia once said, and I quote, "Your map may change direction time and time again, but that is why it is called a journey. There is no definite end." Unquote. It is indeed remarkably true that life never was a one-way road. There are moments when we have to stumble, feel overwhelmed with the massive changes that surrounds us, and get lost as to which direction our life is heading towards. But nevertheless, it is not in our dire times that we truly lost sight of our destination. But it is on such occasions we see a clearer picture of the journey that we want to embark. To Dr. Maria Teresa Sarabia, School President, Sir Frederick Sebastian Sarabia, Executive Vice President, MPA, Chief Mate Catalino Santacera, MMM, Dean, College of Maritime, distinguished guests, department heads, faculty and staff, our dear parents, and my fellow graduates, a warm and pleasant afternoon to all of you. Wow. With all honesty, I am lacking with the words right now to describe this surreal moment that I am in. It has always been a dream of mine to give a speech in front of everybody ever since I was young. And now, I am living in that reality. I am lost with words. It was not long ago when all of us here were nothing but strangers to one another, starting this journey we choose for ourselves, and here we are now, connected with a bond of friendship we made as we ride this journey of becoming future seafarers together, about to close this chapter of our lives and embrace a new journey that lies ahead of us. Looking back, it was never easy dealing with the tremendous change that had happened these past 2 years that has caused a lot of setbacks and challenge amongst us all. With the rise of pandemic, big changes took place. Mass gatherings were shut down, economy falls off, and then face-to-face classes were forbidden for the safety of everyone. Sudden changes requires massive adjustments, and that really hit us hard. Academic freeze were even proposed and debated until the people of authority introduced us to the new mode of learning, online and modular classes. Not all were brave enough to face such overwhelming change. But cheers to us, who live up to accept the challenge filled with determination and hopes, and finally reaching the peak of it. It was difficult alone, but with the help of great people, we made it through. So I want to take this moment to show my gratitude to those people who were with me all throughout this journey. People who turned this misfortune into an opportunity to lend a hand. And graduates, my dear graduates, I want you to do the same and thank those people who helped you get through. First and foremost, I want to begin by thanking God Almighty. It was through His guidance and power that not only I, but all of us made it here safe from the pandemic. Second, I want to thank St. Teresa and PC colleges for the opportunities that the school has offered us. To Dr. Maria Teresa Sarabia, School President, Sir Frederick Sebastian Sarabia, Executive Vice President, Chief Mate Catalino Santacera, Dean, College of Maritime, thank you so much for living up with the challenge of not shutting down the door of learning for aspiring seafarers like us. To the instructors who put so much effort adjusting with the new modes of learning and keeping up the pace to ensure that students like us will continue to blossom and grow. Ma'ams and sirs, Thank you very much. To Mama Lean and Mama Nagsik, really thank you for the help with our thesis paper. Thank you very much, ma'am. To the Office of the Student Services, thank you for giving us a chance to apply for scholarships that many of us needed to get through with our financial instability. To Project Lungana, thank you so much for the scholarship that you had given me. To my peer FASI fam, Student Executive Council, Midget Man and Midget Woman Officers Club, thank you so much for all the bonds and memories. To MD11, JPN Cabs and Bands, and Team Scholar and Super Nerds, thank you for the friendship and let us keep it going forward. To Lead Generation and Creation, Team CC, Team Cleanup, as well as my new launch fam at work, thank you for accepting me and understanding the situation that I am in. For Sir Erler, who always let me take a rest, knowing that sometimes I lack sleep reporting to work. Thank you, sir. To Family Tree, which name originated from a very weird story. A group made of great bonds and friendship and family. You know who you are, guys. Thank you for being there for me. It was a challenge to work and study at the same time, and yet I made it through. With you guys helping me every step of the way. Thank you. It's not enough to tell you how grateful I am to have met you in this journey. I've said it, and I'm gonna say it again. Thank you so much, Family 3. Lastly, to my family whose support never withered, to my younger siblings, Queen, and especially to my younger brothers, Luca Prince. Thank you for being my inspiration. I will try my best to give you the best life possible. To my mama and papa, you sacrificed a lot for this journey and making sure we get to live the best life possible. Finally, we're getting closer to this better life we dream of us. Thank you so much, and I never often say this, but I really love you. Thank you so much. So let me end this moment with a quote as a reminder for each and every one of us graduates. It is your determination and persistence that will make you successful. We didn't come this far just to end it here. Let's continue soaring the brighter horizon that lies ahead of us. Basha Marino. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much, Midgetman Ilyaga. Truly, that's a noteworthy speech of yours.
To show allegiance to the alma mater, may we call on Midship Woman Hanamika G. Gayanino to lead the graduating class 2022 for their loyalty pledge.
My fellow graduates, let us raise our right hand as we pledge the Pledge of Loyalty. With a solemn sense of responsibility, I pledge myself to hold my title as a sacred trust, a symbol of responsibility and obligation to serve and honor with undying loyalty to my alma mater, the St. Therese MTC colleges, and with fidelity to my God, my country, and my fellow men. So help me God.
Thank you, Mika. At this point, we would like to call on our very active and ever-supportive site representative and Vice President of Academics, Mr. John Frederick Sebastian Sarabia to give his closing remarks.
This day is truly a significant milestone for every graduate, parents, administrators, faculty and staff. And while we know that it does not end here for most of you, this is just the beginning. It shows a deep side of satisfaction and relief as we congratulate one another. Before moving on to the next chapter of our lives,
let your aims be high, even though fulfillment may seem impossible. What you can conceive in your mind, believe in your heart, you can achieve with your efforts. Nothing is impossible. It is just the degree of difficulty. To our graduates of batch 2021-2022, our warmest congratulations and good luck to all of you. As you leave the portals of your alma mater, the St. MTC colleges, may you bring with you the lessons that mold you to what and where you are now. Make her proud that you are indeed a Theresian graduate. Let us now listen to our graduates in their graduation song and the singing of the St. MTC College's hymn.
What?
Tanan, ma-exercise. O, tanan mo na ma-join. Anyway, this is our ending dance. May prize na siya namin, Ma'am Fritz.
from our very supportive, rightfully proud parents who gave your trust and confidence in us, for your untiring support to your children, and to all the teachers who had unselfishly dedicated their time and efforts to our students. Our congratulations, and to all those, our sense of gratitude. We salute you.
May I remind everybody that after the recessional later, students, please stay still because we have So 4 of us who made this affair a success, a different committee, mula opisina hanggang kusina, na nag-prepare for our snacks for every student. And for all of us here, hats off to a job well done. Congratulations! And let us all give ourselves a round of applause. Ang pinakatulogin, the round of applause. Yes, we have come to the traditional end of the graduation ceremony. Students, hip hip! Hip hip! Congratulations everyone! Congratulations, March 2022! And now, ladies and gentlemen, the recessional. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Captain Jomar Casabote, our site representative, Vice President in charge of academics. Thank you so much, department heads, members of the faculty, and of course, our administrative staff. Thank you for witnessing this wonderful event. Thank you, everyone, especially to parents who have witnessed their students or their sons and daughters' momentous event. Thank you so much. As we go on your sectioning, come up here according to your section, and you will have your picture taking. Class advisors, please be with your class section for the picture taking. Calling PSMT 31 to please come up the stage. 31. This should be in alphabetical order as well. Alphabetical order. This is the moment that you can take pictures as long as you want. This is my section. Class advisor of 3-1, please come up the stage. Okay. Sir, this guy is here. Prepare. Miss MD 3-2.
Okay, may advisory class, can you prepare yourselves?
Yes, prepare.
Everyone, let's have a photo shoot here.
Sir, Kamashete. Paalam, sir, yung master. Paalam, sir, yung master. Oh, balance, balance. Balance ang barko. Master, siguro ka mas galing. Bahay na. After all the sections that had taken their class pictorial ng sports club, ang mga niyo friends, you will have your blueprint later. Sports club, don't forget. Gusto ni Ma'am niyo si Baka pa-picture sa inyo. Sports club numbers, please. Bucky! Yeah. Okay, Marty, bring one. Congratulations. Ang lupo sa akin ba? Ang tagas sa likod. Again, leave the space sa inyong advisor. Again, ang lupo sa uba, ang tagas sa likod. And for pictorial purposes, paano nga na yung mas kasi lang? 3-1, Martin. Sports din yung maganda sila. Sir, Sir, you will have your group pick later with your midshipman and midshipwoman officers club, sir. Three, two, Marie, get ready. Okay, smile. And side members and officers who will have your picture taking after the class pictorial. That is according to September. So don't go home yet. Smile. Okay, take off your hat. Mask it after pictorial. As students, mask it after pictorial. Kayo ang i-cluster na yan. Smile. Okay, Waki. Waki, last picture, Waki. Yeah. Martin, 3-2. It's your turn. Again, site officers, club members, you will have your picture taking together with your club advisor. So, hindi na lang fully. Ang duha-duha gina sa CCs, ang combine sa trito, join lang sa trito. Tiposo and Batista. Join na lang kami sa trito, kaya duha lang naman. Join na lang. Arrange yourselves. Ang gagmay sa tuba. Ang tatas sa likod. Balance mo, i-balance ang marble. I-balance na rin pwede sa pinaka. Adi pwede sa pinakanan. May mapungko dapat, may mapungko dapat. Ang lupo ang mapungko. Para makita kitang view. Pupungkoin nyo. Ang buha ko magina sa market please join sa people. CLS2 and AS2, be ready. Girls, CLS2 and AS2, you will have your pictorial after this one. Take off your mask ng back. Take off your mask na yung mga palangka.
Yung